Hello everybody, here a new video from Rene from Spain, and in this video I want to talk again about a label, also a distro, like a shop, and this label is a Hungarian label, and it's the Metal or Die, and they started, János, he started in 2007 releasing this first release. And of course, this came out under Metal or Die. It was the first Metal or Die release they ever did by Drunken Bastards. Poser Crusher was the name of the album. And this is a thrash metal band. But this came out under the sub-label. It started like Native Pride Productions. And the sub-label was the Metal or Die. And it was the first release. And then later, of course, he kept releasing stuff. These are the famous Phantomania releases that he did, with obscure Hungarian bands or international bands doing an homage to the band Phantom. Very cool stuff. But what I'm going to show in this video is Metal or Die releases of nowadays that you all guys can still buy now from his page. Under this video, there will be links to each of these bands' music, links to YouTube songs, you can listen to the songs of these bands, and the link, of course, to Metal or Die. Okay? And I'm going to start and make some little bit of notes in case I need to look a little bit. But I'm going to start with a band that only released 2 demos. They were formed in 1991, and they released 2 demos. And we talk about Anubis, and it's very raw sounding black thrash metal like Angel Ripper or Detonator, for example. And the crazy thing is, one brother of this guy, because they were from the same town, Detonator, I'm going to show later, and Angel Ripper, a great band too from Hungary, and this band were from the same town. And one of the band members from this band, he was the brother of one of the guys from Angel Ripper. János, he told me about this. And they were from the same city, like I said. And this is 2 demos, very primitive sounding, but it's very cool. It's demo 92 and demo 93. These are all Metal or Die releases I'm showing. This is done by that label. It's very cool. And they all have a very good booklet. This one has lyrics. See, and this band was singing in Hungarian, like most of those bands back then. They were all singing in Hungarian, practically all of them, like Angel Ripper too, and Phantom, of course. Okay, we go on with the next one. The next one is Frost, and this is a majestic black metal band formed in 1996, and this is the latest album they released, again of course on Metal or Die. This is the label, just great. And all the band members, if you check it on Metal Archives, they have been active in many other bands. That's why these are not young kids, they know what they are doing. And this is evil sounding, atmospheric, in places black metal, but it's also straight to the point. I really like this, and they're singing in English. I was really surprised with this release. I didn't know this band, and this is already I wrote it down, the 5th full-length album from 2001. I think János just released this, I think in 2022, I think. But anyway, I think in Metal Archives it's at 2021. Nice cover art too. Check out the song In Me. Just check out that song, In Me, by Frost. You have the links anyway under this video. The next one is a band from Romania, but the guys are Hungarians, because they're from the Transylvanian part of Romania. That's right, and they also sing in Hungarian. And this band is Vadash. And this is the debut album from 2021. They were formed in 2016, and it's a heavy metal band. You know, nothing special, to be honest. Not bad either, but nothing that you think, wow, what an amazing record. But I still enjoyed listening to this. And here it's set 2022. You know, this is also again a new release by Metal or Die Records. It's a little silly band photo. I also have to say that, but the booklet is also nice. They all come with a nice booklet, and the packing is really good. You know, he does really, when he sends the stuff, he does it, I think, worldwide. Then he's really he takes care of the packing. Plus, the shipping cost can be cheaper if he sends them without the jumbo case. You always can talk to Janos. You know, if you have any questions, you always can talk to him. The next band is Phonetic Attack, and they were formed in 2009. And this is the third album from 2021 on Metal or Die, of course. Not bad at all. It's just fast thrash metal for fans of early Destruction, Sodom, you know, bands like that. You know, like Teutonic thrash metal, old school, Assassin, even some Razor you can hear. This is one of my, from all the ones I showed, one of the ones I liked, but the least maybe of all. But still, I like it. You know, everything he sent me, I like it. Maybe not after the first listen. Some stuff I had to listen to it more times. Like something happened. I for sure have to listen to this one more times too. And this is Phonetic Attack with Withstand the Storm. They're Hungarians, of course, but singing in English. They have a new vocalist and a new bass player in the band. Another Hungarian band is Atomic. Hate Transplant is the name of the album. And they were formed already in 83, but until 96, and they later changed the name to another name, and then later they came back in 2016 under the name of Atomic. And this is thrash metal with sung in English, most of it. But before they were singing in Hungarian. And yeah, this is quite a cool release. You have to really get used to it, you know, a little bit to the style. Oh, yeah, it's thrash metal, but you have to get used to the songs to get them in your head. You know, sometimes you need that, and this album requires that. And to be honest, I like the vocalist, you know, more than a lot of other Hungarian bands like Moby Dick, for example, the thrash metal band Moby Dick, or Akela. You know, those vocalists were like, in my opinion. But this has a very good vocalist, really good. Yes, if you like Angelus Apatrida, I wrote down, or Debustrol, you know, if you like those two thrash metal bands, you should check out Atomic with Hate Transplant. Check out the title track. It was a really good song. This is a band I already named before. The name is Detonator. And this is the 1990 demo. It's just 7 songs. But it's very, very cool and intense thrash black metal. You know, really, really great stuff. If you like early Phantom, Tormentor, Angel Ripper, I already named them before. You know, this is just a great band that is, you know, they were part of the same scene back then. And the very cool thing about this one is, you know, they were formed in 86. And then they split up in 91. That's why, yeah, there's not much about the band beside this demo. I think it was also released on tape, but the CD, you can still get it. The next one, and this is the last one I want to show from Metal or Die. The rest I will show quickly. There are just stuff he sells, because he sells stuff from all the labels too. But this is the last one I'm going to show. Of course, this is a one-man project, Tibor is his name, and he does everything on here. And this is the first full-length album, Vampire, the 2022. And they're singing in Hungarian, raw atmospheric black metal, very addictive. You know, it's very, addictive. You know, it's really something that goes in your head. You know, it's very ritualistic too at some places. And, you know, enchanted, you know, enchanted riffs. It's very cool. It's a very, very good one, I think. Maybe this is probably one of my favorites from all the stuff that I got from Metal or Die. This is Detonator with Vampire. Sorry, maybe sometimes I forgot to show the inside. It's just for some of the CDs. I don't want to never want to make it too long, these videos. If not, people get, they get bored. Because I talk about the label, and then I move on. See, nice artworks. Chilly atmospheric black metal. Very, very cool. And then some stuff I just bought from him. I bought this. This is a bootleg. It's from the 80s. I'm not going to name the band in case this video gets banned. Aggressive Mutilator. I already have a few things by this band. I already showed them on my channel before. It's always when I see stuff by this band, I pick it up. This is a very cool compilation from the MySpace days. For sure, many of you guys still remember MySpace in 2008, 2009, before Facebook and stuff like that. And here we have many bands that we discovered thanks to MySpace. Like Dirges, Revenge from Colombia, Headbanger. And it's quite a cool compilation. See? Nice booklet. And here you have links to older MySpace pages. Of course, MySpace doesn't work anymore. But that's why you can see it's from that era. And 2 tapes. I still have to check this one out. I have this on vinyl too, from back in the day. I bought it like in the early 90s. This is split album. Metal. No, it was, yes. Second Hell and Skull Crusher. Those were the 2 bands. And I thought, hey, this is quite cool to have it on tape too. I can play it on the Walkman. So it's quite nice, that we have this on tape. But I have the vinyl too. And then a new band. And this is on, I think, Total Darkness Propaganda. I made a video about this band, about this label. It's a Hungarian label. I made a video about too. And this is Sex Metal is the name of this. I think it must be the first release by this band. I don't know much about it. I just checked it on YouTube. I liked it and I bought it. Very nice artwork. I really have to check this out still. Because first I want to listen to all the Metal or Die releases. And I've been doing it for a couple of days. Or like a week. Listening only to Metal or Die stuff. Check the label out. He has a lot of stuff for sale. Also some vinyl he has. Most of it is CD. Also you got tapes. I think fanzines too, I think. Get in contact with him. And, also for tradings. If you have a label and you want to trade with another label, also get in contact with him. You never know, you can maybe do business with him. Stay metal, everybody.